Hey guys, how you doing? It's Jason from the Dojo. Back here with another video for you guys. We're gonna walk you guys through our yellow belt flow fusion routine. Really excited to show you guys. So this one is a step up from that white belt routine we posted earlier. I'll put a link to that video below. So this one's gonna take a little more practice. There's a little more coordination needed to get some of the movements right, but I'll narrate on top of the video to explain the moves to you. We're going to introduce a few more elements in this routine. When you get used to it, when you get comfortable doing the routine, do the white belt routine and then follow that immediately with the yellow belt. Hope you guys enjoy this. If you have any questions, again, just leave a comment below and make sure to hit subscribe. It really help me out. So check it out. Enjoy the video. Thanks. All right, guys. So I'll walk you through the yellow belt flow here. So you do 5 beast walks, except when you do the walks, bring your knee up into your chest. That's the main difference between the normal beast walks. And then on the 5th step, you jump forward, you lunge forward into a front kick through. So just look how I alternate hands and feet. And then on that 5th step, you jump forward and then kick your leg straight out in front of you. So after you do that twice on both sides, you turn around into crab and you walk forward again 5 steps, and on that 5th one you do almost like a half front kick through, so you don't have to lunge forward, but just stick your leg out and then lean forward, extend your shoulders behind you and try to maintain that balance. So after each kick through, you do a mini crocodile spin. And then after 2 sets of that, this is the caterpillar walk. So you walk forward into a plank and then walk your feet into a pike and then back into a plank. But try to keep your body in more of a hollow position when you do that plank. So what I'm gonna do now is showing you guys how I do my white belt flow. So from my other video, I introduced that white belt flow, but what I usually do is do the first sequence, the first way through at a lot slower pace. This is mostly because I do this, this is one of the first things I do when I warm up, so I like to make sure I take it easy the first go around. So now I'm doing the bear walks. Just take note of the pace and the control as you move around, and always keep your arms straight when you're doing those spins. So after these, I ran out of space here. I'm trying to stay in the camera angle, but if you don't have a lot of space at home, you could do the same thing. Just do this flow stationary. And then when I do those turns, I transition right into the side kick throughs here. So 5 in each leg, 10 total reps. And then you spin around and then repeat. And then the second time I do the sequence, I'll do it a lot faster. So one thing I like to do is, as I'm walking on my hands there, try to keep your fingertips on the ground as long as you can, so you kind of peel your fingertips off the ground. That's really going to help your wrists, especially when you're doing those crab walks. This is a really great shoulder and wrist warm-up too. I like doing these flows. They help prepare my body for the strength and conditioning parts of my workouts, and they're a lot of fun too. So this is the last time through the side kick throughs, and then after this will complete that white belt flow, and then I'll get right into the yellow belt flow. So I'm just gonna try and get back in the camera and then notice the difference here in the beast walk. Give you a little closer view of the front kick through. So on that 5th step, lunge forward, front kick through, crocodile spin, turn around, So it's kind of like a lazy crocodile. You know, my legs aren't perfectly straight. Probably could do a little better there. But I think I got a little lost here. I'm like, okay, what do I do next? So you don't have to do a spin at the end of the 5-step crab front kick through move. You can just transition to the other side. I do like to incorporate spins in there just to mix up the movement a little bit, but it's not absolutely necessary. So almost through the yellow belt portion of the flow. I did take a little bit of a breather there, so that's fine too. You know, you go at whatever pace you're comfortable with. If you do need to take breaks, you know, go ahead and do that. I did have to turn around there so I didn't run into the fence, but you know, use the space that you have. If you have really limited space, it's okay if you walk forwards and backwards, so you stay within the space that you have. So that's fine too, as long as you're moving. So here's some bonus footage. You can see Ryan and me. I kind of overlapped the videos, and I thought it was a cool effect, so I thought I'd share it with you guys. What was pretty neat is even though we did the white belt flows at different paces, we almost ended up finishing at the same time, which I thought was pretty interesting. But you can see here Ryan he's been working out with me for I think almost a year and a half. And he's come a long way. So his flows have gotten a lot better. His flexibility and mobility have gotten a lot better. So he's kicking ass. And I think when he started with me, he was probably yellow belt, like a yellow-orange belt, and you know, now he's a pretty high green belt right now. He's almost at his blue belt. Just got to get his muscle ups. So this is pretty neat, like crisscrossing paths. But you know, you can see the difference in the way we both execute the flows. You know, you kind of make it your own. So do the basic moves. You could add your own flavor to it, but it's really about control. Try not to rush through it. This is in addition to what I do for a warm up. This is also a great exercise. This is pretty much the type of conditioning work I do. And you know, you try this at home, you'll see what I'm talking about. But you know, just doing these flows and my strength and conditioning programs, I'm still in pretty good shape cardiovascular wise. Like I could still go out and play basketball or football and keep up with everybody. So it's pretty surprising how much you know, how much energy you use and to do these things. So it's almost done here, wrapping up with these last couple of side kick throughs. And you know, the last time through it, I like to really up the pace on those side kick throughs. You get a really good burn in your shoulders. And again, as you execute these, keep your arms straight. Try to keep them locked.
Another thing, if you don't have a lot of space, you could do the flow stationary. So this is a really good one if you don't have a lot of space. So like for example, when you're doing the beast, just lift your hands and feet off the ground, spin, and then crab, same thing. And then when you spin and go into the bear crawl, kind of same thing. So you get away with very little space to do this flow. So try it at home.